I didn't actually plan to start over at 40 years old, but I did realise that I couldn't keep living the life that I had been. There was no big moment, no breakdown, no dramatic change, but it didn't quite happen the way you'd expect. So it started more as a feeling, just that something wasn't right anymore. The routine I'd built, the way I was living, even the things that I thought I wanted, just felt wrong. And once you realise that, you just can't unrealise it. But that's the part that nobody really talks about. Because when you hit that point, the question isn't what went wrong, it's what's next. And what's next is trying to figure out what you're going to do to change your life, to make it better. How you're going to do this restart. Are you going to move house? Are you going to change careers? What does it actually look like for you? Well, not everything is going to work for everybody, but this is what happened with me. I was working in Greggs for years, and one day I'd had enough. I'd had enough of all the theft that goes on. I'd had enough of lazy staff, and I'd had enough of a company that didn't care about my individual needs anymore. So one day I left and I started working in a Sicilian delicatessen, and it was great for my mental health. I spent 2 years there and I didn't see one theft. All the staff worked together as a team, and it was like one big family, and everything went great. And that was probably the start of the changes that I made. So I changed my career, and then after a couple of years of doing that, my fiance came home from work one day, and she said, "Listen, babe, I really want to go back home." She's from Ireland. I really want to go back home. I haven't been comfortable here in London the whole time, the whole 4 years that we've been together and here in London. I just haven't been comfortable, and I haven't said anything because this is your home and I wanted to be with you, and I still do, but I really want to go home. So do you want to come with me, or do you want to stay here? So I had a choice to make, another decision, another change that I may make. And it culminated in me thinking about, what did I really have that was holding me back, that was holding me to England? The answer was nothing really. Yeah, I had a nice job and I had a council house which was pretty stable, but that was it really. That was the only thing really holding me back. Yeah, I had family and friends and stuff, but you know, moving to Ireland, it's not that far away. It's quite cheap to get back and forwards. And one night there was a young man who was tragically murdered outside our house. He was shot in some sort of gang shooting drive-by, I don't know. Anyway, he ended up dying. Very, very sad, very tragic. And that was the moment I knew I was going to Ireland. So I went into work the next day and I said, I'm going to move to Ireland. I don't know exactly when yet, but I'm telling you at the very earliest opportunity. You see, I really liked this employment, and I was actually really sad that I was going to be leaving it. So I wanted to give the employer as much time as possible, really. So I didn't wait. I just told them, listen, I'm going to be moving to Ireland probably within the next 3 months. And so I moved to Ireland a few months later. And the first few weeks were kind of ropey. It was touch and go. I was very, very nervous, you know. I'd moved away from my home, my friends, my family, my job, and had nothing. We had no money, no jobs set up for when we came over here. But thankfully, her parents said that we could move in, stay as long as we need, put money away, and then eventually get our own place. So that was really good. And then I got a new job here, which was sort of different again. I'm a butcher now, and it's kind of different to what I was doing before, but still food service, so sort of in the same ballpark. And it's great. But then I knew there was some more that needed to change. So I was getting ferried around. I don't drive. I was getting ferried around. Everybody was having to give me lifts to work and stuff and bring me back home again. And it was becoming a little bit of a burden on the family because, you know, only a couple of people drive, and everyone has to get to work, and everyone has to sort of share lifts and stuff, and it was just getting crazy. So I decided, well, I need to think about my health and my fitness and all sorts. So I'm in rural Ireland and I bought an e-bike, and you might think, well, an e-bike, that's not really going to help you with any fitness, is it? You'd be surprised. Even with pedal assist, Irish country roads can be quite brutal and very hilly, and electric bikes don't tend to like hills very much. So it's good exercise, and I'm on my feet all day. And I also started thinking about my diet. So we don't have takeaways so much. Not that they're easy to get out here, because they're not. But I have better meals. I eat better quality food, because the food out here, you know, the meats and stuff are just so much better quality than they were in England. So I made all these changes, and I've been doing this I've been here in Ireland for, since mid-December last year. So we're talking four months, nearly 5 months-ish. I've been working for 3 of those months now, and it's been really, really positive. Now, I know I was lucky. I had a fiance whose parents were willing to take us in and let us live there as long as we needed. I know not everybody has that kind of opportunity where they can just pick up and go because they have somewhere to live and can work it all out once they get there. I get it. And moving to another country, or even just moving house, isn't going to be something that everybody needs to do. A restart doesn't mean you have to change every single thing in your life. That's just what it meant for me. And I'm really happy that I did do those things, and I have changed those things, because I do feel that I'm much, much better off. But if you feel like you're stuck and things just aren't right anymore, and you need to change something or some things in your life to improve it, think about what those could be. Think about what you can do. Don't think about, there's so many people who think, oh, well, I can't do this because of this, and I can't do that. Okay, that's fair enough. You can't do certain things because of certain restrictions, responsibilities, things keeping you where you are. I get it. But you can focus on the things that you can do. Stop thinking so much about the things you can't do. You can't do those. That's fine. But there's always things that you can do. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. Focus on what you can do and what you feel will better your life. Don't get stuck on things that aren't for you, that you can't do. So many people do that. They get stuck in what they can't do. Well, it doesn't matter what you can't do, because you can't do them. But there's plenty of things that you can do. Everyone can think about their health, can think about their fitness, can think about their diet, can think about the way that they eat and the way that you live your life. What bad habits have you got that you can stop? I stopped smoking. I don't drink much. I mean, I never really was much of a drinker, but I stopped smoking, and that's been a really positive change. I can actually breathe again. So there's always something. So just focus on those things. What vices do you have? What things do you have in your life that are wrong? And start to change those. You make a decision. And the truth really is, you know, when I said, what's next? That question, what's next? Well, it is question after question after question of what you can or cannot do. But the truth is, you're never really going to know until you start trying to do something. So make a decision and start moving towards that goal. And I promise you, you will start to feel an improvement as soon as you make that decision. It's not going to happen overnight. You're not going to suddenly wake up one day and go, yep, my life is sorted. I'm in a much better place. And I know this video isn't going to be for everybody. Not everybody's in a state where they feel like, oh, well, I'm in my 40s and I need to change my life. I did, and I know a lot of men over 40 do. And so that's what I want to say to you is just make a decision. Start moving towards that goal. And I promise you, you will start to feel so much better. And your quality of life is going to improve tenfold just by making a decision and starting to move towards that goal. As always, if this video has landed with you or hit you in some way, like the videos, share the videos, and subscribe for more content about midlife, I guess, because that's what this channel's about. It's called Midlife Mapped. I'm Simon, and it's been a pleasure talking to you. And for now, I just want to say stay safe, keep a positive mental attitude, and I will see you or catch you in the next one.